Good afternoon and welcome back to another session of Research and Publication Ethics, Unit 4. And this is the last session of Unit 4, Lecture 12. And in last session, we talked about 4 different websites which guide us how to get your paper published, how to select a journal basically. So that we have discussed in last class. And last class we left with one topic, that how to move away from copyright concept to common creative. And if everything is under copyright, then other people will not be able to use it. So now international organization and different government of different country, they want that nothing should be under copyright. If everything, especially this paper writing, this article research work, if it is under copyright, then the journals publisher, they mint a lot of money out of that. So what they need to do, the things should be available, not only freely accessible but openly available, in the sense that whatever things are available online, you can use that or reuse that. In what sense, that we will discuss today. So here you can see, this is common, this is Creative Commons basically. So here you can see on the left side, it is clearly showing that for last 2-3 years before that, everything was under copyright. That means all rights reserved. No one, I mean, you cannot, if you want to reuse, you require the permission from the copyright owner. So that was not an easy job, right? Whether they will give permission or not, that was up to them. Why they should give you permission? So generally they used to charge fee, they used to charge money for that. So we are not interested into this C, that is the copyright. We are moving away from copyright to double C, that is Creative Commons, where some right reserve, you can keep some right, but reuse is permitted without permission. So you don't need any permission from the writer, right? Under the spatial or you can give some specifications, and you can say that, okay, according to this, you can use whatever I have published. So they give you some kind of permission. So now here you can see what is our ultimate goal. Move away from C. We are now at CC, and in future the day will come when we will not use this C. That means everything would be openly available. Everything would be open accessible. That means no rights reserved. There will be no right, and may be used without any permission. You don't need any permission. So that suppose you do some kind of research, after some time a researcher in your university, they want to see your research and they can use your research for further research. And this is, you all aware of, all right reserved, copyright. Now let us move away from this copyright. The concept is Creative Commons. What is this Creative Commons? Listen carefully everybody. The Creative Commons copyright licenses and tools forge a balance inside the traditional all right reserve setting that copyright law create. So till today, I mean till last to last year, we all were aware of copyright, that you cannot use without permission. Now I don't know, and even you don't know how to take that permission. Now here you see, give everyone, from individual creators to large company and institutions, a simple standardized way to grant copyright permission to their creative work. So this is a method through which we give permission to others, we grant copyright permission so that they can use this work. A pool of content that can be copied. So here how we can use it? You can copy it, you can distribute it, you can edit it, you can remix it, and you can build upon, all within the boundaries of copyright law. So now you can see, earlier you are not supposed to copy it, you cannot distribute it, you cannot edit it, you cannot remix it, you can't build upon whatever someone has created. They had a right, they had a copyright. But because of Creative Commons, you can see now you have a content, you have script, you have article, you have research paper, you have research work which can be copied, distributed, edited, remixed, and built upon. So that is the beauty of Creative Commons. Here you can see uh, these are the sign. These are the sign. It means attribution. It this opposite C you can see, share alike, equal, no derivatives, and here this dollar sign means non-commercial. So these are different guidelines. We gonna talk about this attribution, share alike, no derivative, and no commercial. So sometimes these are written, sometimes they show these symbols. So start with first. Here you can see what does it mean. So here we have a Creative Commons and this sign is there where one individual is standing. So it means you can the license let others. If you see some material where they have mentioned this CC BY. So what would be there? CC Creative Commons BY. What does it mean? It means this give you a license for what? To distribute, to remix, to adapt, and build upon. Everything you can do with that. You can copy, distribute, remix, and you can work upon, you can build upon that work. Even commercially, as long as they credit you for the original creation. What do you need to do? You need to cite that person who has done that original work. You need to acknowledge that person who has done that original work. So attribution means you need to attribute, you need to acknowledge that work which you are copying, which you are using. So this is the most accommodating of licensing offer, recommended for maximum. So it will help you to maximum disseminate the information or research work, right? So this is the first. I hope this is clear to all of you. Now second, so this is what? CC BY. Then CC BY and SA. What is this CC BY and SA? Let us see. The license let others remix, adapt, and build upon your work even for commercial purpose, as long as they credit you and license their new creation under the identical terms. So one more thing, the same criteria you will carry forward. If you carry it forward with the same license, with the same norms, with the same rules and regulation, then it would be Creative Commons share alike. So you can share it, you can attribute, you need to attribute, and you need to share alike. So the license is often compared to copyleft free and open source software license. All new work based on yours will carry the same license. So here what is the important? Suppose you said that it should be free of cost, nothing should be there. So after you, whosoever is using, they should use same license, that it should be free available, anyone can copy and paste it. They cannot say that the license would be changed now, right? They cannot use for copyright purpose, they cannot copyright that because they have taken from you. And in this case what they need to do, if they want to further produce other material or want to use it, they need to say that you can use it but the license will remain same. I mean, there will be no change if someone else use it or I use it for that, right? So I hope this is, so first one was, if you can use it, change it, whatever you wish you can do, right? And it's a freely available. What you need to do, you need to acknowledge, you need to cite that person. In this, same thing you can do, whatever we had in buy, same thing you can do, but what you need to do, you continue with the same license, right? Because here everything was open, you need to cite. Here also, whosoever use, they will continue with the same license, they cannot convert into other license or in copyright. Now third, CC by ND. What is this ND? Let us see. So it's a attribution no derives. This license let others reuse the work for any purpose. So here any purpose means they can use for commercial purpose also. However, it cannot be shared with others in adapted form, and credit must be provided to you. So you can use it for commercial purpose, but can't be shared with others in adapt. You cannot change it as it is. It should be sell out. It should be used. And what they need to do here, they need to attribute you. They need to give credit of that. So you will see this also many times. Suppose you see this is very good. Now let me convert into a book this material, and I will make some change, will convert it into a book, but original idea came from someone else. You can do it, you can sell it also, you can earn money also, but the credit you need to give to the author, from where you have, from the original source from where you have taken that information. Now next, and attribution non-commercial. So here you need to give attribution, but here you see this symbol non-commercial. So this license gave you permission to remix, adapt, and build upon your work non-commercially. You cannot earn money out of that. And although their new work must also acknowledge you and be non-commercial. So here they supposed to, they can use it, but they need to acknowledge you, they need to cite you, but they cannot earn money out of this, right? So this is now fifth. Here you see by this non-commercial, right? And this also share alike. So what is this? If these all symbols are there, it will represent another kind of license. The license lets other use it, remix it, copy it, adapt it, build upon your work non-commercially, as long as they credit you and license their new creations under the identical sum. So here also the terms remain same, but non-commercially, right? License should remain same. That means terms, condition, rules and regulations same. That means the same attribution or same kind of permission is would be there, right? Then here you see in last one, here you see this was the share alike. Here in this you can see this equal sign and dollar sign. So what do you mean by this? Attribution non-commercial, no derivatives. So the license is the most restrictive. Earlier were open, but this is most restrictive of six main licenses. It only allow others to download your work and share them with others, as long as they give you attribution, citation, acknowledge or credit you. But they cannot change them in any way or use them commercially. They cannot use them for other purpose. They can, you need, they need to cite you, they can see your work, right? Share your work, download your work and share with the student, but they cannot use for commercial purpose. And what they need to do, they need to cite you, they need to acknowledge you whenever you see this kind of CC by, NC and ND. That is CC by means attribution, NC means non-commercial, and D means no derivatives, right? So if you want to understand about it more, so what you need to do, here you see this C has been crossed Public domain. Everything is in public domain. The way you wish, you can use it. The way you want to go further, you can go further. There is no problem at all. Right? So we all are looking for this day when we will cross the copyright. Everything would be in public domain. Anyone use it. Anyone can reuse it. Whatever they wish, they can use with the uh, paper, article, pictures, whatever you have uploaded, so people can reuse them. Then here you see CC by, you need to attribute. So this is step by step, all information is given. And you want to see what does it mean? Here you can see, here attribution required. In public domain you can use all, and even attribution is not required, right? So that is the beauty of public domain. CC by, copy, attribution is required. Commercially you can use it or not. This all information is given here, right? So this yellow means you can see you can distribute, copy, publish, display. This orange means you have to attribute the original work. So this is attribution. Red means you can use the work commercially. This is the red one, right? So you can modify and adapt the original work. This is the green one, and this is the blue. You can choose license types for your adaptation of the work. So this all possible information is given about Creative Commons. So we are moving away from copyright to Creative Commons, and here it's about symbol that share, remix, commercial, sorry, right? So here you see this green means you can copy, you can use, and it's moving towards red, that means you cannot use it. Or in other way, now if you are not able to understand, here you have three things. Human can read this symbol. Now you have a machine will read and will tell you whether how you can use it or not. And here you can see the legal code also. So maybe in future you will have some kind of code, will have barcode, right? And then you will scan it and it will give you information up to what extent these are under copyright, or these are under CC, or it is on public domain, right? So here you can see it's about Creative Commons. The Creative Commons is growing like anything. If you use YouTube, you cannot take all the contents, you cannot copy, you cannot use it. But if it is under Creative Commons, then you might can see that yes, you can use whatever contents come on YouTube. So approximately 2 billions work, and still going on and on. Explore this feature Creative Commons license below, from the literary works to video, photo, audio, open education license, scientific research, and more. So these all are different website, different platform. Even a Wikipedia, you can see here they have been using Creative Commons. More picture about Creative Commons if you want to understand it more. Here you see attribution, share alike, right? Symbol, here clear cut given license, what the author can do, this you can all see, right? So more information about this. So this is by, here you see we have given Creative Commons Australia. So Australia has this Creative Commons from Australia. They have developed this page, and this all information is available about Creative Commons, right? So if you want to read more about this, if you want to know more about this, this is text, you can click and see. These are few video you can click and see, right? So for today, thank you very much, and we'll continue in the tomorrow. We'll start with the next session, that would be um, publication misconduct. So that tomorrow we'll start with the unit 5, right? So thank you very much for today, and we learn very important thing, that we are moving away from copyright concept to Creative Commons, and I believe very soon you will see within 5-10 years that everything will be in public domain, and everything would be free. Not only free, it would be open, accessible, that without any cost you will be able to use it, without any license you will be able to use it. This kind of thing will occur soon, right? So